Alright guys, I got bored. I did a video how to zero gap your Wahl seniors. Check it out. Now if you guys look good, you could see that there is a gap between the actual blade that moves and the set blade that's on top. Alright, this gap here is the difference that you need to pretty much accommodate as far as actually getting down to where you want to be cutting close to the skin. So that little gap there, obviously they pretty much make these clippers like that, so this way you don't accidentally cut anybody by the default setting. So but they do give you some room to actually adjust it, which is what we're going to be doing here. But this little clip here at least shows you the distance you're going to be moving the blade and how they come compared to how they're going to be. So I'm going to show a clip at the end that we'll show you the difference. It's going to be kind of tight, hard to see, but if you look good, you'll notice, and if you adjust them on your own clippers, you're going to notice a big difference. I'm going to grab my screwdriver. I'm going to start unscrewing these set screws here. You actually only have to loosen them just a little bit. This is pretty much all you're going to do when it comes to a brand new set of clippers. I'm going to go the extra step. I'm going to take this time out to actually clean them because I've used these a lot and I know they're going to be dirty. So anybody who's zero gapping an old set of clippers, take your time, take everything apart. As you can see, it's dirty. Clean it good, and oil it up, spray it up, do whatever you got to do. So this way, when you put it back back on the clippers, it'll at least be as if you have a brand new set of clippers on your hands. For cleaning your clippers, I found out that a baby brush pretty much works the best. It's nice and small, and the bristles are nice and pretty much, they're not hard. They're actually soft bristles, so they're flexible. They can get into nice tight places and clean out any kind of hair you have on your clippers. So you can get them at Sally's. They're probably about $2 a brush, and I would recommend buy 5 or 6 and just have them handy. So this way, you can have one in stocks. When one gets a little too dirty, toss it, get another one. So that's what I use, and that's what I would recommend. Now that you have your clipper clean and looking a lot better than what it was looking a minute ago, you take your bottom blade, which is your actual movable blade, pop it back on there. All right, that's pretty much how that goes. Take your old blade, put it back on the way you had it before. You're gonna be putting your screws in. You're gonna put them in just enough so that it holds your blade on to where your bottom blade doesn't fall out on accident, okay? Because your bottom blade will slip out. So get them both in there, and then we're going to adjust the blade forward after we're done here. I want to get this other screw in there. Alright, so now they're both in there, and it's not tight to where I can't move the blade. Obviously I can, but it's tight enough to hold it all together. Now what you're going to do is you're going to see that if you push down, these are able to be set back enough to where these teeth come in front of the actual set blade. That you don't want, but just having that option is great, because with a pair of Andy's Masters, you can't zero gap them as easy as you can zero gap these, which is why I believe a lot of people will go for these before they go for a pair of Masters, which pretty much is Andy's best clippers. So the extra work involved, it makes such a difference. With these, it's pretty much dummy proof. With a pair of Andes, you could have a chance that you might screw your clippers up just by zero gapping them, which is what most barbers need to do. So all you're gonna do with these, what I like to do is I like to tighten it up. All right, not all the way, just snug. All right, just enough to hold this blade down. I still should be able to move this blade. All right, I'm going to do it for a medium tension. all right? Because when you tighten these blades, when you tighten the screws down, this blade will move, which is why I want it tightened down most of the way already, enough so I can barely move the blade, but not enough to where if I tighten it, it moves again. You got me? So what I'm gonna do is, right now it's tightened, but not tightened fully. I'm gonna adjust the blade forward, all right? And right now I can see that this bottom blade is in front of the top blade. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slide the blade forward to where I need, and I'm gonna eye it, okay? I don't use the surface for anything like this because you don't want it to be flush. You want it to be just close, but not touching, all right? Rub the blade, make sure that you don't feel this bottom blade touching your finger, and you should be good, okay? Tighten this bad boy up. Again, you don't have to twist it as much because it's already mostly tightened for you. Double check, open and close. My blade did not move just now, all right? And that's only because I had it mostly tightened already. If you try it without it, it will move on you and you will have to keep readjusting. So I'm going to show you a close-up of how these clippers look, and you'll be able to see the difference from the old video, okay? Now, hopefully you guys can see good. I could see it very good. There's actually no light on top of the bottom blade that shows any kind of set blade overlapping. They're both pretty much very close together. A good tip right now to make sure they're going to be cutting right is to turn them on, rub your finger across the top here, and make sure neither of these parts are you know, rubbing against your finger, because if they are, it's going to hurt when you take it to a client's neck or anywhere really. So be careful with that, and you know, again, make sure, you know, if you have to readjust it a couple times, do it. But right now these things are going to cut perfect, okay? You're going to notice that if these were old pair of clippers and you just cleaned them, they're going to be a little bit, they're going to sound like this. You're going to hear the metal pretty much touching the other metal, and you know, that's not the best thing for your clipper. So right away, you know, if you turn them on and you hear that, that's because there's no kind of lubrication on these blades, because you obviously you cleaned it off, okay? A lot of the hair, it went away with a lot of the hair and just coming off over time, you know. So what you're going to do is just get straight to spraying them, all right? See, sound's gone. Alright, what I normally do, not after every haircut, but after every few haircuts or whenever I feel is needed, I'll pop one down here on the side, adjust it a couple times, same thing with the other side, adjust it a couple times, and then I'll wipe it off with a towel. So hopefully you guys could try this, and hopefully it works for you. Okay, because it works for me, and it's how I've always done my haircuts, and it's very easy with these wall clippers. My next video is going to be on adjusting the Andes Masters. They're a little harder, and I'm going to put my disclaimer out there now. If you feel you can't do anything that I'm mentioning in any of these videos, don't do them, because you know, when I'm all set and done and mine are finished, they're going to work good. Okay, if I'm not working on my clippers, I can't guarantee you're gonna be, you know, okay. So, you know, some things happen. Just make sure you guys, before you try it, make sure, you know, you weigh out all your options. If you have somebody that could help you or somebody that might be better than you at something like this, as easy as it sounds, get some help, okay? Because worst thing you want to do is have one pair of clippers you use every day and mess them up, you know, because it'll put you out of business. So just make sure you follow these rules the way they are, and don't try to change anything, because it works, okay? So good luck to you guys. Peace out.